Hey everybody, my name's Tessie and this is going to be my official homepage. It's called Tellus Tessie, and yeah, so Tellus is actually another word for earth, and Tessie is a nickname for Teresa, and Teresa was Mother Teresa. So the name is kind of like a play on words. Of course, my name actually is Tessie, and I will be telling you guys things. So I thought it would be really cute to have a page called Tellus Tessie because it's kind of like Earth Mother news. So on this page, I'm going to be tracking my journey towards getting closer with God, becoming a full-time stay-at-home mom, and homeschooling my 12-year-old son who is in 7th grade. And yeah, I'm really excited. I hope to give you guys a lot of practical, applicable information that you guys can use in your own life. I'm going to talk about my struggles, the opportunities, things I've learned, things that work for me, things that don't work for me, and how I evaluate those things. How I'm kind of tracking like what things are successful in this journey, what things are working for me, what things are not, what things I need to start. And I'm just really excited. So homeschool starts tomorrow. Hold on, guys. Like I said, stay-at-home mom, so I gotta deal with kids for a second. What's up, baby girl?
Can I go use the bathroom?
Yeah, you can use the bathroom. Don't slam the door. Jackson's sleeping up there, okay? Yeah, so tomorrow starts my 12-year-old son Tegan's first day in homeschool. And you know, I've always been really interested in homeschool because it gives you the opportunity to just be more hands-on and aware of what your kids are learning in school, being able to track their progress a little bit more. Sorry, my little cutie pie knocked the phone out of my hands. Yeah, so just being more involved in their schoolwork, and it also gives you a better opportunity to kind of travel and do some things that public school families don't really get to do too much because they're stuck and bound to the school system and attendance policies. But with homeschool, since it's all online learning, we can travel and learn at the same time. Now, it probably will take a little bit of time before I get to where I'm traveling a lot because I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old as well. And one of my biggest fears is taking all my kids out in public together. Yeah, so one day I was trying to take my, at the time, 2-year-old and 1-year-old to church. And as I am trying to put my 1-year-old in the car, holding on very tightly to my 2-year-old's hand, she rips free of me and tries to run straight through the parking lot, out into the road. And now I have this huge fear of being outnumbered by my children and not being able to provide proper safety. So it'll be a little bit before I start doing things outside of the home with the kids because their safety is number one importance to me. And that's some things that I have to work on, is trying to figure out, hey, how do I get out into the world with my kids and not worry about being able to protect them. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I hope that this journey is going to be something that is beneficial for my family. And I hope that in sharing it with you guys, it's beneficial for you too. I'm just so excited. I feel like God has put this whole kind of like family lesson plan on my heart. Really doing out of the box type things that are maybe typical for some families, but not most. Most families, they, you know, dad works or mom works. You either have 2 full-time working parents or 1 full-time working parent. The kids go to public school. They're kind of bound by that traditional public school system. And yeah, you know, like I said, one or both of the parents ended up going to a traditional school. or went straight to traditional employments. And God is really just like showing me like there is a different way, that in being a part of that system, the traditional system that we learn about whenever we're kids, and that our parents teach us to aspire to, we're really slaves. And I don't know about you, but I value myself very highly. And not because I of myself am anything great, but just because God found me and He told me that I am an heir to His kingdom, and that I have an inheritance, and that I am a daughter of God. And that in and of itself tells me that I'm not a slave. I'm supposed to live life and live it more abundantly, because that's what Christ Jesus bought for me. He bought me my freedom. He died on the cross so we could be free. And yet we choose every day to be slaves to a broken system. And yeah, so I'm just really trying to like figure things out, kind of be more spirit-led, and just putting my faith in God and allowing Him to lead me in this journey. It's scary. It's scary thinking about only having one branch of income, and right now that is my fiance's income. And you know, it's a very I guess vicarious situation with him. You know, I've been really guarding my assets and my ability to take care of my family, because I was unsure what was going to happen, and I'll get into that in some future videos and stuff. But I feel like we live in a very different world where families are not guaranteed. And my daddy always raised me to treat myself as if I was always going to be the sole provider for my family, and any extra income that came from a man was just that extra, and to budget your life around one income. That way you know that there's always stability. So this for me is a really big deal, because I'm literally putting all my faith in God. Like, that is, they always say, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. All my eggs are in the God basket. You know, if something were to happen and me and my fiance were to split up, I would have no type of income whatsoever. But I know that God will provide. So I'm just really believing in that, in this experience, which is scary. But God's really brought me to the place of like, I want you to depend on me. I want to be your provision. I want to be your provider. I want you to stop trying to set yourself up for success so I can empower you to achieve. And that's scary. You know, whenever you're brought up as a very independent person, your parents instill in you that you have to take care of yourself and take care of your family. Put yourself first in the eyes of making sure that you have everything you need. Put yourself second in terms of being a caretaker and a provider for your children. It's really scary getting into a place where you have no income and no assurance that you've set up for yourself. You're just assured in the fact that God is going to provide for you. And I don't want anyone to be put off by the fact that I talk about God. God is number one in my life. I would be nothing if He hadn't found me. But I don't judge anyone, and I'm a very spiritual person, not necessarily like your traditional Christian. But now is like, really, now is the time that people like me who love God and have God deeply planted in our hearts, and just have such a love and deep compassion for not the world, but God's people, and everything that He created. And we're kind of coming out right now, and He's given us a voice, and He's given us this online platform. She's so cute, to kind of talk about and spread His word, share our testimonies and what He's doing for our life. And I feel like it would be very selfish of me to be going through.
Can you find me some gloves?
Are you so cold?
Yeah, because I want some gloves.
I sure will. You know, God teaches me so much through my kids. He shows me that if my daughter comes up to me and asks me for gloves, I'm going to make sure she gets them because she needs them so her hands aren't cold. If I love my daughter that much, how much more does He, who made me, love me? Look at this pretty face. Hi, gorgeous. You want a jacket too?
No.
No? Just gloves?
Yeah. And a hat.
And a hat?
Yeah.
Well, your gloves are up in Jackson's room and he's sleeping, so can we put a jacket on you?
No, I just want gloves.
You want to put gloves on your hands? Can you put socks on your hands?
No gloves.
Let's see if we have some gloves. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited about this. I know I got off on a couple tangents. Some of this will be scripted. Some of it will be impromptu. And I hope I help some people in this. Have a great day, guys.